4.5 furlong the trip, 900 meters straight. They're off and racing. Breaking in the middle, that's Come Home to Me, right on the far side prominent. That is Fast and Furious Links. Also there, that's Simaya, and left out of it, it's Bancroft. As they make their way toward the a 3 furlong point, passing the 3, and it is Fast and Furious Link, Come Home to Me. These are the one. Also there, that's Simaya traveling well, and left out of it, it's Bancroft. They're at the 2 furlong point in the Anthony Tyson Trophy, and it is Fast and Furious Links along with Come Home to Me. These are the two that will decide it. Left back a bit, that's Simaya, and Bancroft has never been in it. They're coming to the furlong pole, and Come Home to Me now points on Fast and Furious Linked, and Come Home to Me will come home a winner today in the Anthony Tyson Trophy. Come Home to Me coasting in for an effortless win. Come Home to Me by about 6. Fast and Furious Link did well for second. Himaya is third, and Bancroft completes a free. They're off and racing. Himaya gets a good break, tacking towards the near side. Also there too, that's Lucy in the Sky. So Himaya and Lucy in the Sky. Himaya just the leader from Lucy in the Sky. So the stable companion has this one. Rocola comes next, then coming on. That's Indestructible, but Lucy in the Sky looks to have the overall lead, and it's Lucy in the Sky in front. It's Lucy in the Sky. Himaya trying to get to Lucy in the Sky. It's Lucy in the Sky in front. Also coming on, Indestructible, but it's Action Pack Rain Lucen, and Lucy in the Sky beating Himaya. Then comes Indestructible, Rocola, and just coming in, Sheer de Jour.
They're off for the Abbey Granham. Fair start. Mataso gets a good one on the far side as they make their way now toward the final 6 furlongs. Mataso has taken that lead. Allegiance, the first time runner in the blue silks, 3 parts of a length down in second as they lead the 6. Right back there in third, that's a Blue Sensation in the black cap. Mataso has backed out of it and is now running in fourth. And at the back of the field, it's a Buttercup as they go flashing past the 5. They're on the way to the final half mile and the turn for home, and Tee-Off has that lead now, opening up some 3 lengths. Allegiance continues to chase. Blue Sensation hidden from view. Mataso has picked up now and forms a line of 3, and at the back Buttercup remains and looks helpless at the moment as the tempo increases on the run toward the 3. Tee-Off trying to slip away from them has opened up some 3.5 to 4 lengths, being chased now by a Blue Sensation. Mataso is asked to kick in on the outside of horses. Allegiance has faded badly and is now being overtaken by Buttercup as they come into the top of the lane, and it is out in front. Tee-Off continuing to hold the advantage. Here is Mataso kicking in on the outside, and Mataso may just have the measure of them all. Mataso with that lead, running now toward the final furlong. It is Mataso out in front. Tee-Off trying to fight back. Buttercup now begins to bloom down against the rail, and it is Buttercup who snatches the lead. Buttercup out in front inside the final 16th. Blue Sensation trying to rally on the outside, but Buttercup and O'Neill Scott will take the Abbey Granham Memorial Cup. Close could be Blue Sensation over Mataso. Tee-Off is next and Allegiance at the back. Start already, they're off for the Andrew H.B. Aguilar. Fair start. Blue Sensation races widest of them all. Rosetta the Grey is in between runners, and Rosetta now gets that lead and goes on from Blue Sensation running wide as they go flashing past the 7. Mataso is getting closer. Himaya hidden from view as they charge down the backstretch and make their way toward the final 6. Rosetta showing up just with a narrow lead. Mataso right there. They're just about a head separating them. The Grey Himaya races back in third, 2 lengths off that lead. A gap opens up to Blue Sensation, but it's a fairly compact group as they slip past the 5. Maybe 4.5 lengths separates the entire bunch as they charge down toward the half mile. Mataso and Rosetta match strides. Mataso now goes on by a half a length. Rosetta right there and sticking to the task as they go spinning into that turn and head toward the 7/16th in the Andrew H.B. Aguilar. Blue Sensation has made steady progress. Himaya has hooked reverse. Out in front, Mataso blasts past the 3 and increases the lead to 5 lengths. Rosetta chasing with Blue Sensation now being urged to get closer, and Himaya has a mountain to climb from there as the field will come into the top of the lane. Mataso, the rider, bouncing easy, now having a peep in his mirrors, and it is all Mataso out in front with terrific Tevin Foster. They've opened up a gap. Can Rosetta cut into it? Blue Sensation is near down against the rail. Forget Himaya at the moment, but Mataso now, the rider, becomes a busy man one as they slip past the furlong pole, and it's Mataso and Tevin Foster. They continue to hold a commanding lead inside the final 16th. Rosetta now begins to cut into it, but Mataso continues to hang tough. The lead diminishing, but it's enough to last. Mataso wins the Andrew H.B. Aguilar over Rosetta. Then Blue Sensation Himaya has finished in fourth. 6.5 furlongs, 1,300 meters. Start already there off for the Miss Ruth. Valley of Love slowest away with Bancroft. Interesting times ahead, goes right into that lead as they slip past the 6. Being chased by Lady Lauren and Radesh Roman, they race in second. A break of some 3.5 to 4 lengths back to Oil Machine. Bancroft now hustled up and beginning to make mild progress. At the moment, forget Valley of Love leading a miracle. They make their way down the back stretch. They're about to arrive at the half-mile marker, and the tempo should increase. Interesting times ahead out in front. The rider having a peep over his shoulder. He sees Lady Lauren some 2 lengths back, now beginning to make some gains. A gap opens up to Oil Machine in the red cap. Bancroft now under an urge and asked to get closer. And last of all, it's a Valley of Love as they slip past the 3 and run toward the final 5/16th. Interesting times ahead, slowing it down a bit. Lady Lauren continues the chase from second as they're about to come into the lane. Interesting times ahead out in front and playing with them at the moment. The rider continues to look over his shoulder. Lady Lauren is chasing but needs to find maybe 4 lengths. Oil Machine is the one racing next in third. Bancroft is out of it, and it looks as if a Valley of Love has dispatched Omar Walker in the mud as they leave the furlong pole. Interesting times ahead, enjoying the slop, and out for an afternoon stroll comes bouncing in. Hands alone. Interesting times ahead will win the Miss Ruth and win it easily by maybe 10 lengths.
And they're racing in the BGLC Toba Jamboree Sprint. Not an especially quick beginning for Queen of Soul, but Haladine's on the go with Fast and Furious Lynx, who poaches a 2-length advantage in a hurry. Up to the outside, Queen of Soul is now rushed into second. Rosetta is at the rail. In between horses, Warrior Stomp shuffled to fourth. Length and a half back to Hamaya and Mataso as last of all as they swing to the far turn. Fast and Furious Lynx, sharp so far. Into the turn on top by 2. Queen of Soul second. Rosetta moving at the inside and up into second now. These top 3 have 7 on our fourth running Warrior Stomp. Mataso's a long way behind with Hamaya as they run to the top of the stretch. This big favorite Queen of Soul better hurry up as Fast and Furious Lynx at the 5/16 on top 2.5. The stablemate Rosetta takes up the slack second and they're at the top of the stretch. Here comes Rosetta to engage Fast and Furious Lynx. Haladine throws across at Fast and Furious Lynx. She's still the leader. Rosetta runs at her on the outside second. Queen of Soul's been defeated. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Jason DaCosta 1-2. Fast and Furious Lynx responding to challenges. Rosetta one more time. Rosetta starts to get to her. Fast and Furious Lynx driven out. Fast and Furious Lynx digging in. On the outside, Rosetta's out of time. Fast and Furious Lynx went down the road. Rosetta was second from Mataso, who was up for third. This big favorite Queen of Soul floundered late. She finished fourth.
Field in line, and they're off right away. Breaking on the far side and tacking across, that's Badura. Also prominent in the middle, that is a Blue Sensation. So Badura looks to have the overall lead from Blue Sensation. Badura running on them off their legs. Blue Sensation switch toward the inside. Then comes Lucy in the Sky and left at the back of the field. That's Imaya. But it's Badura still charting the course. Badura coming to the furlong pole. Being chased by Blue Sensation. Badura and Abigail Abel begins to come away from these. And Badura impressive in victory in the first. Badura, first time of asking wins from Blue Sensation. Then comes Lucy in the Sky and Imaya. They're off and racing. Getting a flying start, that's Francis. Also on the near side, that is Himaya. So Himaya, Francis. Also there, that's Buttercup Early. Miss Cherry and Rosetta running a private race on the far side. They're spread right across the track. Many chances as they come toward the 3 furlong point. And it is over on the far side, Miss Cherry and Rosetta. Toward the near side, Himaya and Francis. Left out a bit, that's Buttercup. They come toward the 2 furlong pole. And it is Miss Cherry and on the far side of Rosetta. In the middle, Francis coming on nicely. It's still Miss Cherry looks to have the overall lead. Francis coming forward to tackle Miss Cherry, but Miss Cherry begins to get away from these. And Miss Cherry and the champion jockey Dane Dawkins begins to skip out of the grass of this field. Miss Cherry in front and strolling out easily. will win by about 5 lengths in front of Francis. Then comes Rosetta. Looks like Buttercup is fourth.
They're off. Fair start. Run, Julie, run. Lives up to her name. She's sure running fast and grabs an early lead as they head toward the half mile. Chasing down toward the outside, that's Francis now showing. Queen of Soul is also moving quickly, and Queen of Soul now moves through to get a narrow lead from Run, Julie, run just on the outside. Racing next, that's Francis in the green cap as they leave the three. Buttercup in the black cap races next, and at the back of the field, that's Blue Sensation as they've left the 5/16th and will come into the lane. Queen of Soul battling for that lead with Run, Julie, Run the grey on the outside. It's Queen of Soul just the leader. Run, Julie, Run though refusing to quit, and these two continue the battle, and Run, Julie, Run now looks to pick up a slim lead. Queen of Soul will attempt the fight back onto the left-hand stick, but it is Run, Julie, Run the grey filly that is out in front. Queen of Soul continues to challenge on the inside. Run, Julie, Run, and Omar Walker just the leader. Queen of Soul attacking all the time. Run, Julie, Run may just have done it over Queen of Soul. Then Francis Buttercup at the back. It's Blue Sensation.
Thank you for watching another video produced by the team from QuickGallop.com, YouTube channel, The Quick Galloper. Please stay on the channel for more enlightening videos on those involved in local horse racing. Please like, subscribe, and press the notification bell.